Hi guys, and welcome back to more Wild Arms with me, your host Rabbit. Where we left off in the previous episode, we finally found our king slash father, since we are Cecilia, and we chatted with him for a little bit, and we realized that everything that was happening, the whole invasion and destruction of Adelheid, was related to the fact that Belselk and his minions wanted the teardrop. So Cecilia, being the sweetheart she is, wants to give the teardrop back to the monsters, but King Adelheid, for some reason, wasn't going for the idea, and as a result, sentenced us to time out in our bedroom. But we escaped thanks to the help of the cooks and chefs in the kitchen, and now we are making our way through this little underpass of the castle to get outside and give the monsters what it is that they seek. So that's where we left off, and hopefully I'm not lost. Because I do have a habit of turning myself into a circle and then losing track of where I am supposed to be. But I imagine we probably found the majority of the treasure, at least for this part of the room. So it shouldn't be too troublesome to continue making our way out. It's been fairly straightforward. We haven't really come across any puzzles yet. And I might need to heal Cecilia here in a little bit. But the monsters here have been very easy and simple. I think it's related to the fact that our levels are a little bit high, but that's okay. So let's break some shit. And actually, while I'm thinking about it, I should just go ahead and heal Cecilia. Rudy is still in top condition. And I'll just go ahead and heal Jack too. It doesn't hurt to be prepared, because I don't know what's awaiting us when we're out of here. I have no clue. An agile apple. So this goes to Rudy, because we rolled a 1. Whoops. Wrong menu. So this one worked out a little bit better. The last person who got something was Rudy, and he got a mystic apple. And before that, it was Cecilia, and she got a power apple. So that's kind of funny. It's funny to me. I know some people are like, oh my gosh. I know my husband does not like it when I do that. He's like, why do you do that? It's so stressful. He just likes to micromanage characters. And I do too, to an extent, but like I said, it's just fun for me, and I enjoy the randomness. It gives me something to talk about. And I think I like being a little strange too, to tell you guys the truth. I think it's always been a part of my personality that I've tried to embrace, because my family has never really liked that I'm so out there and spacey. Like, I don't know, I just come from a family of really judgmental people, and quite a few of them have even said really fucked up things to me about how I just seem like I've always been a robot, like I'm not very talkative, or I don't know, I think I talk a decent amount to people that I trust and that I like, and who try to understand me, or at least meet me halfway. And very few people in my family are like that. They just, if you're different from them, that's your problem, and you've got to fix it to fit the mold of what they deem as acceptable. It's a little bit funny, because one of my aunts, who, by the way, has 2 kids from 2 different fathers, and like is not married and is constantly in and out of relationships, she had sent me this really long fucked up email a couple of months ago. I want to say it was like April, and basically she talked about how I've always just been very different, and she didn't understand why I was this way, and they didn't know if there was just something spiritually wrong with me. And then it was funny, because she concluded it by saying that she knows that this is not who I truly am, even though earlier in the email she said I've always been this way. So I don't fucking know. I suppose it's just always amused me that people have enough time and energy to be concerned about what everyone else is doing but them. And the people who love to give the most advice tend to be the biggest assholes and the people with the most baggage. It's really interesting to me. But anyway, I won't rant about that anymore. But that took us through exploring, and I think we missed something. But I don't really want to... I'm going to go back and check, and if I don't find anything, then cool. And if I do, I'll bring you back. I know there was a chest, though, so one sec. Never mind, guys. The chest that I stumbled upon was already open. So I had just seen it out of the corner of my eye, and I thought I had missed something, but turns out I did not. And ooh, this was the area that I wanted to be able to come to later, because I was like, oh, I see that box is there. So that's kind of cool. Let me move that out of the way. Okay, I'm gonna switch to Cecilia. This music is so sad, and I guess I gotta find where Belselk and his brutes are. Did you bring the teardrop? Give it to Master Belselk, who's just north of here. Alright. God, this music. So beautiful. And actually, let me make sure, are we all in okay shape? Yeah, mostly. And there was a save, so, you know, if we die, which likely won't happen, but if we do, we'll be able to load. Hand over the teardrop. Are you guaranteeing the lives of the people? Don't worry, I'm a busy guy. Just give me the teardrop and you won't see me again. We handed it over. Grab the prize and go through the gate as soon as it opens. What? Wait, I'm not done with you yet. You demon, I don't know how you got here, but... So, what are you gonna do? Revenge, this is what I live for. Like I said, I'm a busy guy. Let's make it quick, shall we? No, you can't do that. You're crazy to go after him by yourself. Well, he's not, because we're all gonna fight him too. Alright. Humans break so easily. You guys don't make very good toys. We have to be so delicate with you humans. Here, how about a little dance? Okay, guys, fight time. And this music is epic. Okay, so, obviously, the strategy here, we're gonna try to build up some force. And I don't think Cecilia's gonna be able to analyze him. I am pretty sure I can't do it for any bosses, but it only costs 1 magic point. So we're gonna go ahead and try it anyway, just in case it does reveal anything. And like, if we don't see anything, I'm not even gonna waste my time on any bosses from this point forward. And it's looking like that's gonna be the case. Shit. He hit so hard. Holy crap. Okay. We'll continue attacking to get our force up. Same for Jack and Cecilia. You're gonna be our main healer, but first, I'm gonna see how Flame works, and then I'll compare it to Valkyrie. We obviously want to use what's going to be the most efficient spell. So even though Valkyrie might do more damage, since it costs more than twice the MP than Flame, if we're gonna see a similar output, I'm gonna just stick with casting Flame. I think that'll be the way to go with this. But I can't fuck around anymore. I have to have Cecilia start healing. Maybe starting with herself, and then Jack probably next. I don't know. I'm concerned about this, and I don't want anyone to die. But our force is looking good, so Rudy should be about maxed out. Come and get me. What are you doing? And is he a giant lizard himself? Alright, so Rudy will be about ready here in a second, and I'm going to take this opportunity, since he didn't attack us, which is nice, to go ahead and bring Jack's health back up to the cap. Okay. Spinning flail. God, that attack is so lame. Rudy's gonna really need to get healed here in a sec. But he just hit condition green, so... Alright. So let's go ahead and cast it on him. Jack, you're not quite there yet. And I'm going to heal Rudy. Man, and I don't want Cecilia to just end up being a heal bot. We'll get to cast Valkyrie at least once so that we can do the output comparison. Shit. And I'll be able to use Cecilia's force as well, because we still haven't seen that yet, whether it adds an additional I don't know, like an additional status effect to it or gives you something extra. We're gonna do Rudy's again. I'm glad I capped off his bullets. And then Jack, increase response speed, and Psycho Crack. And Cecilia, I'm feeling like, oh man, I don't know what to do. I might just, well, at least I have 2 revive fruits, which is probably gonna save my ass. Revive and recover max HP. So technically I have 3 revival items, but for now I'm gonna cast, oh! It affects everyone? Huh. Interesting. I wonder, was that the added mechanic using Mystic? Because thank God. Well, that is just dandy, guys. Saves me time so I can focus for a little bit on... Jeez, why? That hits so hard. So it looks like this fight is going to be about endurance and us just surviving. And we're going to use this and Psycho Crack. Oh, Cecilia, I'm worried about your health, girlfriend. I'm going to just heal her. And then hopefully he won't focus her so that we can try using Valkyrie. So far, she's basically just been our healer. God, fucking Psycho Crack. Oh my God. Cecilia! No! I can't believe it. He fucking killed her. On the turn she was gonna heal herself. Oh my God. And then he dies, so she's not gonna get any of the experience. You gotta be kidding me. Huh? What was that? I feel like I'm being assaulted by a gnat. I'm running out of patience. Oh my God. I can't believe Cecilia missed out on that XP and she's the one who needed it. Oh my God. You know what, guys? This sounds kind of crazy, but I'm going to redo this fight because I don't want her to die. So give me just a second. Okay, guys, so that worked out a little bit better this time. And it's weird because I swear on this run through of the fight, he did not hit us nearly as frequently as he did with the portion that you guys got to watch me do. So I don't know, it was really weird. Like, Andrew came in and he was like, how come he keeps saying come and get me and he's not attacking you as much? And I don't know, because I reset the game, so I don't know why, but that fight went significantly better than the one you guys saw. So anyway, we all get a little bit less XP, but that's because it's being split among 3 people as opposed to between 2. So okay, Jack went up a level still, but I wanted to make sure Cecilia got some of the XP as well. Come back when you're more of a challenge, kid. Man, that is so weird. Like, he dealt just as much damage this time, but it's like he didn't target Cecilia. He did not hit her nearly as frequently as he did before. Belselk is a slave driver. Why do we have to take this junk back? We've got to do what we're told. We've got to get this done. Are those, like, gargoyles that are carrying off Lilithia? That's not going to be good for us later. Somehow I sense we're going to be fighting those stupid things in the future. I'm sorry, Father. I disobeyed your wishes. The teardrop is in their hands. It's done. But the teardrop must not be used for evil. We must. Please don't talk, Father. Save your strength. It's my responsibility to reclaim the teardrop. Princess, I've made my decision. Our resources must be conserved for the reconstruction of Adelheid. I have trusty friends. Trusty? Don't you mean trustworthy? That's weird. With their help, I will reclaim the teardrop. Rudy, Jack, please help me. I need to reclaim the teardrop for the future of Filgaia. I understand. I'm sure Rudy is with me as well. We were going to volunteer anyway, but you shouldn't come. You'll just slow us down? What? I don't mean to. If I had known who you were, I would have thought twice about working with you. I don't trust royalty. I never have and I never will. I kind of had an idea, but you still haven't told us the truth from your own mouth. Hide your identity and roam the land, eh? How romantic. You can count me out. What? That's enough, Dream Chaser. I apologize for my behavior. If people find out who I am, they become distant. I was lonely. But my passion to save Filgaia is no lie. How can I convince you? Cecilia, please. Oh. Your sword. May I please use your sword? What do you want with it? It's far too heavy for you. Please, the sword. Jeez, Jack, you're such a fucking sexist. It's heavy with the weight of its destiny. It's not for you. Give it back. Princess, you can't support it on your own. Oh, she chopped her hair off. How very stereotypical. Because that's what Garnet did in Final Fantasy IX as well. And I believe there are a couple other games where the girls always remove their hair. I don't know. I guess it symbolizes independence or the severing of their past and looking forward to the future. I don't know. I've always thought that was kind of an overused symbol of independence and the embracement of change. Your sword has severed my past. I plead again. Please join me in reclaiming peace. Once you do this, there is no turning back. Also, as another aside, I really dislike another trope that existed during this time, and I think has been shied away from in more modern JRPGs, but I hate how the main protagonist just doesn't talk. So the fact that Rudy is kind of our focal character, or in a way he is, but he just doesn't speak, and I've always found that very bizarre. Like, why doesn't he talk? Anyway, the king says, "Be strong, Cecilia, protect what is yours." And now Cecilia's got a fancy bob. Oh no, did the king pass? We can't just sit around feeling sad. We must honor the dead, our beloved king and the men who fought so bravely. Bye, Johann. Okay, well, this was a lot on our plates, guys. They gather here today, 3 separate agendas, but one common goal. The stage is set for the fall of Filgaia. The story starts here. Poor king. I wonder what happened to Cecilia's mother, the queen? Perhaps that's something that will be explained later on. So sad. Well, it happens. But it's quite tragic that it had to go down like this. And I wonder why Cecilia didn't try to heal him. But alas, he had to die for the advancement of the plot. But just listen to this music, guys. So breathtakingly beautiful. Alright, so we're kind of going through opening credits, if you will. Since all of this was technically a prologue, we got to see the 3 protagonists, Rudy, Jack, and Cecilia. And we've been introduced to Adelheid. And oh, did you guys see Jack and Rudy kind of up in the left corner by the tree? But anyway, we got to see our 3 heroes, and we were introduced to Adelheid as a city and like a kingdom, if you will, with a good king. And we've learned of Cecilia and her strength, and we saw the destruction of the city, and hopefully from here on out it'll be a lot more happy times than sad times, but somehow I doubt it. So I know this video is gonna go on a little bit longer than previous ones, guys, so I hope that is okay with you. I will save as soon as we have control of the characters again, so. Oh, I guess that is one thing that I did want to update you guys on. I've been getting a lot of positive feedback about my desire to keep this LP and all of its episodes anyway between 15 and 17 minutes. So a lot of you guys did like that. Whereas for other games, I've been doing like between 18 and 20. So obviously this one's going to go around 20 minutes, but I got support for the 15, 17, so I'm going to keep that up with this. 1 week from the date of the attack. This is our destiny. The 3 of us going after the monsters. I really don't want to do this, but we must fetch the princess. We're running out of time. Alright, so I guess we gotta go to her room, which I don't even remember. Yes, I do. I remember where it is. So we'll go where... Wait. Yes, this is... Because I did that stupid, like, escape thing so many fucking times. I should have at least this portion of the castle completely memorized. So we'll go get her, we'll save, and then I guess we'll figure out where we're supposed to go next. Actually, I'd prefer if we can just save without having to have any conversations, but I somehow think as soon as we go in her room, it'll likely trigger something. I guess we'll see. Oh, there she is. Right? Yes. Oh, what? Oh, if you stand still, it shows you where she is. I like how it kind of does that. That's pretty handy. Okay, so let's go ahead and save. We won't talk to her until the next video since we have gone over 20 minutes. We'll just save all of the fun and conversing for later. Alright guys, so thank you so much for watching me today. I was able to get quite a bit recorded for you, and it was a ton of fun. I hope you enjoyed seeing all the events that have transpired, and as I've already said, hopefully things will kind of pick up and be a little bit more positive since we've had a lot of death and destruction. So, thank you for watching, everyone. I am your host, Rabbit, and this is my playthrough of Wild Arms. I hope you all have a fantastic Saturday, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.